Hello my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. Today's video is going to be a flawless foundation routine. I have done one of these videos for the past, I believe, 3 years consecutively. And I'm back at it again, okay? Over time, the products that I use, the steps that I use, the tools that I use change, and all of that contributes to a flawless base. So I was just like, let me go ahead and give you guys an updated video. So in today's video, we're really going to focus on the products, tools, and steps that I use in order to achieve this flawless base. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieve this base, as well as hearing the tips, products, and just recommendations that I have, just go ahead and keep on watching. Before we get started with today's video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we get into the face, I wanted to let you guys know that I will really be concentrated on showing you guys the complexion steps of my makeup. However, I will have all of the products used in today's video, the products we're going to speak about, as well as products that I'll probably use off camera. All of it will be linked down below. I have a whole Obsessed with It page on my magic links showing you guys what products I use and enjoy step by step of my makeup. So primers, foundations, brushes, concealers, all of it is mapped out in that Obsessed with It page down below. So make sure you guys check the description box. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So here is my face. No, my skin is not perfect. Yes, it is okay. I suffer with dark spots as well as hyperpigmentation. And I have been suffering with these skin concerns for probably the past probably going on 5 years. And I have found ways to make it work when it comes to doing my makeup. I believe that makeup is a beautiful thing. I believe that makeup is a great way to enhance your beauty. And whether you have acne, whether you have texture, whether you have dark spots, whatever your skin concern is, you can still wear makeup and feel beautiful. And that is what I hope to share with you guys and what I hope to inspire you guys to see by watching these videos. So this is the before of my skin. Now let's go ahead and get into the steps. So I moved in a little closer so y'all can really see what's going on. So first of all, when it comes to achieving a flawless base, you want to make sure your skin is nice and moisturized. So I already did like my skincare. If you guys want to see what products I've been loving and using for my skincare, I'll link that video up above. But I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skincare. This is their Priming Glow Mist. I've been using this product for like the past week, and when I tell you guys obsessed. So I like to use this as like a primer before my primer, kind of like a double priming, but this helps to keep the skin like hydrated and also just makes my makeup look more dewy, which is the look that I have been obsessed with going for. Spray that down. I don't know who they looking for, but the helicopters have been helicopting. So if you guys hear anything in the back, I hope you guys can't hear it, but that's what's going on. They looking for somebody, girl. And then I just let that dry down. You guys see the instant like glow that it gave my skin. Ooh. And then I go in with my Milk Hydro Grip primer. This primer right here. This primer right here. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. I have not put this down since I tried it. I'm obsessed with it. So people were telling me for the longest while, you need to try this primer. It's lit. And I, you know, per usual, I took my time. I dragged my feet. I was like, I'll try it whenever I get around to it. And yeah, I wish I tried this sooner. Like, it literally makes my makeup last so long. My makeup literally has something to stick to. Like, it is the perfect primer. Like, Milk Makeup, if you guys are watching this, never change the formulation of this primer because it's literally perfect. Like, yeah. So good. So priming is super important when it comes to achieving a flawless base, because you want to make sure that one, your skin is nice and hydrated, your skin has something that your makeup can stick to. You don't want to, you know, use anything that's basically not going to complement what you hope to achieve from your makeup. So I like for my makeup to be nice and dewy, glowy. So those are my priming steps. 2 primers I have been enjoying. Absolutely love. So next up, as you guys can see, I have some dark spots that, girl, they're gonna try to steal the show when it's time to put the foundation on. So before we get to the foundation, I like to color correct these dark spots. And as I mentioned before, no, my skin is not perfect. Yes, it is okay. I just make sure that I do what works for me, and what works for me is me color correcting before I go with my foundation. So to color correct, I have been loving and enjoying the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer in the shade 50N. This concealer is the most similar to my skin tone. When it comes to color correcting, I know people love using purple, orange, blue, green, yellow, all of that. Me, I'm a simple girl, okay? I do what works for me, and what works for me is using a concealer that is my skin tone. So it's just easier to blend things in and to work things in. That is what works for me. You want to make sure the concealer you're using for this step, if you decide to use concealer, that it is full coverage so that it can, you know, blur everything out. So I'm just gonna go in with the concealer. Like, I reviewed this concealer over a year ago and I have not been able to put it down. So I just go in and apply a little bit of concealer over my extreme dark spots. So anything that I believe is gonna try to peek through once we put our foundation on, she gets covered, okay? We do not accept anyone stealing the show. So we just gonna make sure we prep accordingly. Okay, not too much. Not too much. Not as much as before. My skin is definitely improving. But I let this sit for about like 3 minutes before I blend it in to make sure that it can stay in place. It sticks to that primer, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend it in. But I'm gonna go off camera real quick to do my brows. To do my brows, I have been in loving this Sephora Collection retractable brow pencil. I know we said we're gonna focus on the complexion in this video, but this right here, you need it. You need it. So I'm gonna do my brows off camera. I have a video on my brows too. I have a video on everything. But I'm gonna go do my brows, so I'll be back. And just like that, the brows are on. So now I'm gonna use this Sephora Collection 57 brush to blend out my concealer. Along with the products you're using, you want to make sure that you're also using the correct brushes and tools, because babes, they make a huge difference too. Like, blending with a brush is different from blending with a sponge. It's different from blending with the tools are important. So this brush to blend out concealer, it goes crazy. And when I blend the concealer, I'm just pressing it into where we applied it. I'm not dragging it anywhere. I'm not carrying it over. I'm literally just blending it into where we applied it. I'm gonna just edit my brow a little bit. So we are now color corrected, and now it is time to get into the base, honey. So let me show you guys what I like to do. So I like to start from the center and go outwards. So when I say the center, I mean like the points that I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to start off by using the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer in the shade 34.5N. This is basically 2 shades lighter than my shade in this concealer with the same undertone. And this just gives the areas that I want to highlight a big pop because of the light color. It's going to look scary at first, but trust me. Trust me. So I'm going to take this concealer and I basically applied it to the center of each area that we're gonna highlight. And then I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer in the shade 35N. This is one shade lighter than my shade in this concealer. And this just helps with a transition from our foundation to this light, bright light concealer. So I like to take this concealer and do pop, 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 pop. So I basically applied this concealer to the outskirts of each of our highlight areas. And when it comes to the complexion, the base of the makeup, I don't like to put too much. I know some people put foundation all over and then they go over the foundation and highlight. I like to just keep it as light and as simple as possible. So that's why I'm putting the highlighter on, and then we're gonna do the foundation now. So foundation, babes, if you guys have been watching these videos year after year after year, I'm pretty sure that I use this foundation in one of the videos that I'm referring to. But this Lancome Teint Idole foundation has been my go-to. I think in 2023, Lancome reformulated this foundation, and I was super nervous because I'm like, this foundation is literally perfect. So what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? If it ain't broke, don't touch it. Don't fix it. But they basically added more shades to the foundation range, and they also like did something with the blues and the greens in order to enhance like the undertone and the matching. Whatever it is, it's still good. So I use this foundation in the shade 455W, and it's so good. So I'm gonna take a pump and a half of this on the back of my hand. For foundation, I love this Morphe E63 brush. Like, ooh, if you want a brush that's going to blend your foundation out, no streaks, okay? No streaks at all. This is a brush that you need to be using. And I'm just gonna tap this foundation into the areas where we did not highlight. Do you guys see how this is blending? Like a dream. I'm gonna bring it down to my neck to make sure that the shade is Gucci. Oh, oof. They went crazy with this foundation. They went crazy. And this brush also allows me to get into like little areas too. So now I'm gonna go back in with that Sephora 57 concealer brush to blend out the concealer. I'm gonna start from the outskirts and work my way in. So now that the concealer is blended out, I know we look a little crazy. Okay, I am aware that we look a little crazy, but I'm about to show you guys how I fix it. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush. I'm not adding any additional product to it. And I'm basically going to blend the areas in between the foundation and the concealer. Much better, right? Much better. I do not like looking like an egg, so I make sure I contour. To contour, I like to use the Makeup by Mario Contour Stick in the shade Dark. And I'm gonna go ahead and drag it here along my hairline. You wanna make sure you have dimension on your face, okay? My nose, I need to make sure it's centered. Don't judge me, because I feel like we all have a brush that's halfway broken, but we just love it so much that we just can't let it go. So the brush I like to use to blend out my contour is this Lip Bar Fast Face brush. Babes, this brush is yours, and me and this brush go together real bad, and I'm not getting rid of it, so don't judge me. And I'm gonna blend that contour out. I'm just blending it upwards so that it can have like a nice seamless lift to the face. Nose, I just blend it. I like for the nose contour to be a little diffused, so. Egg where? Egg who? Cause ain't no egg over here, babes. So this is basically the liquid portion or cream portion of my complexion routine, but you want to make sure you set everything with powder. I cannot emphasize this enough. If I could get on the highest roof and shout it from the highest roof, I would tell y'all, make sure you set everything. Everything, I forget, set everything. So I'm gonna start off by setting the concealer that we use to highlight. I'm gonna use my One Size Beauty setting powder. And the tool that I like to use to blend my One Size setting powder in is this triangle powder puff, which I purchased from Amazon. So I picked up a little bit of powder. I'm gonna wipe off the excess on the back of my hand and then press it in to the highlight areas. I'm gonna do half my face so you guys can see the difference. So this is no setting powder and this is with setting powder. Y'all see the difference? So I know I look a little ashy. I do look a little ashy, but we're gonna get it together, I promise. So after I set my concealer, I set my contour. To set my contour, I like to use the Sephora Collection bronzer in the shade Ibiza. I always get questions on like my contour, and I'm telling you guys, this bronzer right here makes a huge difference. Like right now, y'all probably like, but wait, hold up. Y'all see how that just strengthened the dimension? Like, It made it 10 degrees stronger. Like, oh my God. Literally obsessed with this bronzer. And by the way, Sephora collection is like reformulating or like discontinuing these bronzers. So whenever I go in store and I see it, I get it because it's $9 right now. Like, what? And then I do like to add a face powder that is like my skin tone on top of where we set our concealer to add some color back. Because right now it looks a little ashy. I do look a little crazy. But this powder right here, I swear by it. This is a Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I use the shade 65 Toffee. I have literally hit pan on this face powder right here. But this is another product that Sephora collection is like discontinuing, reformulating, whatever they doing. So it's 50% off right now. It's $10. And babes, this right here. So I use this brush. This is like a stipple blending brush. I got this from e.l.f. and I just pick up some of the powder and press it in. Y'all, I'm gonna do half my face so y'all can see the difference. I literally swear by this powder right here. Can y'all see the difference? This is no face powder and this is with the face powder. I'm telling y'all. Get this before they do whatever they're doing to it. It's $10. Sephora's website currently has all the shades, but if you can't find your shade, head on over to Kohl's because Kohl's had all the colors last time I checked. This face powder is literally the GOAT. They compare this powder to the, I think it's the MAC. What's the name of it? One of the MAC powders they compare it to, but this is $10 on sale. Like, what? What? It's buildable. It's blendable. Do y'all see the material? Do y'all see it? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish like the rest of my face and then I'm gonna come back so that y'all can see how everything comes together. But we look too good. We look too good. We look too good. So makeup is basically done. Now I'm gonna set my makeup using a setting spray. The setting spray that you use is super important as well because this is what's gonna keep everything intact and give you whatever finish you opt for, whether it be dewy or matte. So the setting powder I've been using and obsessed with is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This setting spray right here is the truth. Like, if you've never tried it before, get the mini and try it out because it's just so good. Spray down. So this setting spray gives me like a nice dewy look. It keeps everything intact and I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna let that dry down. I'm gonna do my lashes, my lippy, and then we're basically done. So here is the final face. This lippy is Boss Lady by the Lip Bar because I know somebody's gonna ask. This is my favorite red lippy, black owned, available at Target, so make sure you guys shop with the link down below. But here is the final face. I'm in love. Like, I haven't been having many great makeup days, but this today, I don't know what it is. This energy between you and I on this camera, the face ate the freak down. So here is the final look. I'm obsessed. As mentioned, all of the products that I used in today's video, whether it was on or off camera, are linked down below. So make sure you guys check the description box. Comment and let me know what you guys think of how the face came out. Also, let me know if you guys are going to pick up any of the products that I mentioned. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop that comment down below. And do not forget to turn your bell notifications on so you never miss any of my future uploads. I love you guys so much. Always remember that you are beautiful. No matter what your skin concerns are, no matter what your current skin condition is, you are always beautiful. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next one.